How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today I actually wanted to go over the top 5 most profitable bosses in this game. So this is going to be a list from 5 going down to 1, and to be honest, some of these may be very slightly off, as a lot of bosses are very close in sort of per hour value. However, these have massive big ticket items and definitely will make you an absolute ton of money, and I have ordered them in a way that will sort of still give them a ranking from 5 down to 1. However, in all honesty, if you can do any of the bosses on this list, then you have access to insane money-making methods, and what are you waiting for? Go out there and get grinding. Well, you know, not until you've seen this video at least first, okay? Cool. Alright, so make sure you leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, and if you are new around here, then do subscribe to the channel as well. There's going to be so much RuneScape content coming in the near future. In fact, pretty much just RuneScape content coming in the near future. I have decided to move all of my non-RuneScape stuff off of the channel to another one, but I'll talk about that in a later video probably. Also, if you enjoy the videos a hell of a lot and want to support the channel a little bit more, just click on that little join button next to the subscribe button, and you may be able to get some perks there as well, while also supporting the channel. Anyway, let's jump into this. Let's start off with the number 5 spot on this list that I have given, and let's talk about why I have put that there. Alright, so the first boss on this list, which is position number 5, is going to be Virago. Now, Virago was released on 3rd of July in 2013. This is such a long time ago, and it is still one of the most profitable bosses in the game. It's absolutely crazy that a boss from this long ago is still dropping that amount of cash. But this boss can easily make you up to around about 30 to 40 mil an hour. But in all honesty, even if you don't get drops, it can still be around about 20 mil an hour purely on the energies. I am basing these profits off of a 3-man group, and I will be 100% honest with you guys, I do not personally have a whole lot of experience with Virago. The numbers that I've got here and things like that is coming from people that I've spoken to get the information on this boss. So I do apologize if any sort of little details here and there are wrong, but this boss can absolutely make you a fortune, and like I said, it's been out for so damn long. However, a downside to Virago that I personally feel is getting into the kills. I feel like when you want to start doing Virago, you either need to know people who are absolutely willing to teach you, or you're going to find it quite difficult to get into. It is a very difficult boss, and it is something that you will have to put quite a lot of time into to practice and make your kills a lot faster, as obviously the more kills you can get per hour with your team, then the more money you're going to be able to make. Alright, so number 4 on this list is going to be the Ambassador. This is a boss that can be absolutely great GP an hour, or it can be absolutely insane. Like, the fact that you can get a doubled 1 build drop from this boss is just absolutely crazy. So just think about that. It's a 1 in 55 drop rate in solo, and if you get one of those drops, you have a 20% chance of getting that doubled. Now, of course, this is in a solo kill, and in a duo and a trio, the drop rates do change dramatically. It is absolutely better, if you can, to come here and do solo. However, for those of you that are interested, in a duo, you can expect to get one of these every 167 kills, and in a trio, it jumps all the way up to 266. That's 1 in 266 in a trio. So, as you can tell, the drop rates are absolutely increased a lot when you jump into a party, but this is kind of standard across all of the elite dungeons, so it's definitely better if you can to solo this and get that 1 in 55 drop rate. And I'd say that you can probably expect for the average player to be getting about 2 runs per hour, so that's 2 kill attempts on the Ambassador per hour. However, that doesn't sound like a lot, but when you think about the fact that every single Eldritch crossbow piece at the moment is around about 1 bill, that's absolutely insane. And then, of course, if you get really lucky, like quite a lot of people do, you can end up with that 1 bill drop being doubled to 2 bill, as every drop that you do get, you have a 20% chance of it doubling. And to be honest, that just makes this boss absolutely insane gold per hour at the moment. I really need to get into Ambassador a lot more. I can solo him at the moment, but I've just not put that much time into him yet. So he's definitely someone on my list that I'm going to be sticking to a hell of a lot, maybe even going for the log at some point. Just to quickly round up this one, if you did this at 2 kills an hour and you finally went and you were on drop rate and you got 1 drop in the 55 and it didn't double, you will still be on 37 mil an hour. But if it did double, that throws you all the way up, and I say throw because it's freaking huge, up to 74 mil an hour. So this boss has the potential to be absolutely insane, but of course that's a 20% chance, but even without that, you're still making an absolute fortune. Alright, so number 3 on the list is going to be Solace. Now, Solace is a boss that I absolutely love to do. I don't have a massive kill count on it, but in the kills that I have done, I have made an absolute ton of money. I'm the guy that usually gets all the page drops, and everybody else has stood there like, okay. But in all honesty, a Solace team of maybe 3 people on average is what we'll go off for this, is absolutely bank. Like, you can make so much money on this. At the moment, Blightbound crossbows are currently about 1 mil each. And of course, these are dual wield weapons, so there is 2 on the drop list as well. There are 1 in 400 chance for specific, which means to get either of them, it's a 1 in 200. But not only that, they have the Grimoire as well, which again is another 1 in 200. But of course, you need to think that everybody has their own loot, and the chance of a drop doesn't change per person if you are in, say, like a duo or a trio. Those rare drops still have the exact same drop rate, so having a trio gives you 3 rolls on the rare drops every single time you get a kill. So you can probably expect to get between 4 to 6 kills per hour depending on your skill level. Of course, like I said in the previous bosses, the better you are at a boss, the faster you're going to get kills, the better gear you've got, the faster you're going to get kills, and then the more you're going to make out of this boss as well. But from what I can tell from working out on the average drop rates and stuff, you can probably expect to get about 10 mil per kill once you are on drop rate. And that basically means that if you're getting 4 kills per hour, then you're getting about 40 mil an hour. And then if you're getting 6, then you're getting about 60 mil an hour. So this does obviously change. And obviously, like I say, the faster you can get kills, the faster you can get drops, the more money you can make per hour. That's just the way it works, of course. But Solace is an insane boss. And to be honest, so fun. The freaking fight with Solace is so fun. So if you haven't tried it out, then you can make a hell of a lot of money here, and you can have a lot of fun as well. So I absolutely recommend doing Solace. And to be honest, guys, I'm going to just drop my Discord plug a little bit here. If you want to join my Discord, if you are good at Solace, if you want to learn Solace, either or, doesn't matter, jump in my Discord. I absolutely want to get better at Solace. I am really not that good at it. I pretty much get carried and talk through the fights every single time I've done it. But if you want to come in and then maybe we can learn it all together, that would be absolutely awesome. There's a link in the description, so jump in if you want to get involved with that. It would be absolutely awesome. And of course, we can learn other bosses as well. There's a group finder in there, and you can sort of assign yourself roles and stuff. It's really cool. It's self-explanatory once you get in there. So jump in, you're absolutely welcome. Would you look at that? We're already on number 2. Now, number 2 is going to be AOD. I'm sure a lot of you guys that have been watching this have probably worked it out already. There's only probably 1 boss left that should have been on this list that hasn't been mentioned yet, so you probably know what number 1's going to be already. But stick around anyway, because we will definitely be getting there very, very soon. But number 2, AOD. This boss is really, really good consistent money. And at the moment, those Prayerful Codexes are over 700 mil and have been for a hell of a long time. They are so expensive at the moment. It's absolutely insane. I remember buying my first one for 500 mil. And then after that, I think I bought my next one for about 650, and they just keep going up and up and up. I don't actually know why they're going up so much, but everything just seems to be skyrocketing at the moment for gear, and this is definitely something that's joining the party as well. It's just partying all the way up there to freaking nearly 1 bill probably at some point. But at the moment, it's about 711 mil from the Discord price check that I have just done, and holy crap, that's absolutely insane. So if you get one of those in a 7-man team, which is what I'm going to be basing these profits off of, that's 100 mil split each. You may be giving a little bit more to each person who's maybe doing base tanking and maybe using a hammer, but hey, I would not be complaining for one of those splits. Let me tell you that for free. But those aren't the only drops that you can get from here, of course. You've also got the Prayerful Wand and the Imperial Core. Those are also pretty juicy splits to get as well. Not as good as the Codexes, but they're definitely worth splitting and getting excited over. All in all, with a 7-man team, if you are really, really experienced, you could probably be getting anywhere between 15, maybe 16 kills an hour. And you could probably even go higher than that, depending on how fast you can go. I know some people are insane at AOD, so if you've got a really good team, you could be making absolute bank. So I'd probably say this boss can range from a ridiculous amount of sort of GP per hour. You can probably go from maybe between 40 all the way up to 70 plus mil an hour, depending again how fast you can go. So on average, I would say it's probably between about 40 to 50 mil for like an average team. But you guys that are going absolutely insane and hard out, you guys are probably making, I don't even want to think about how much you're making per hour. But yeah, this is number 2 on the list for a good reason. Those Codexes are insane money per hour, and even splitting between 7 people, you guys are making some of the best money in the game. Alright, so number 1 on the list. Everybody was expecting it. You were probably thinking maybe it won't be number 1, maybe number 2, but hey, of course it's going to be number 1. It's the giant mole. Oh, I'm not even funny, but no, of course it's Telos. Of course it's freaking Telos. Telos has been the best money in the game, I think, since its release, and it's still the same as of now. So Telos is insane money per hour, but of course Telos is very, very difficult to scale. It is really hard to give you a GP per hour as it completely depends on your skill. So at about 100% enrage, you can still be making insane money. You can still be making what, maybe 15 to 20 mil an hour, anywhere between there, depending on how many kills you can get per hour. But once you move up that enrage path, you can make ridiculous amounts of money. So you could go all the way from being someone who is learning Telos to making a decent amount of money if you can consistently do the low enrage kills. Personally, I can probably streak pretty safely now at this point from 0 up to 500% enrage, when that's the point I start panicking and probably think, you know what, I should probably claim this chest. And that is absolutely crazy money in itself. Without drops, that chest is worth a absolute fortune, in my opinion. However, by that point, from my luck anyway, I tend to have a drop in there. I don't know. I'm really lucky at Telos, so I can't really say that anyway, but once you start reaching up to those 0 to 500% streaks, you can start expecting to start making your orb sets and bringing in a lot of money. At this point, you're probably looking between 35 to 40 mil an hour, but that. Guys, the people who can do Telos past 2,500% enrage are making a absolutely insane amount of gold. They are just rolling in it. It's just floating in. They don't even need to think about it. It's just flying in their pockets. Of course, they need to think about the kills. This stuff is not easy. These kills are really difficult, and it takes a lot of practice, a lot of time to put into it. But once you put that time in, oh boy, does it pay off. There is a freaking good reason that Telos is absolutely crazy gold per hour when you get to these enrages, because it's so damn difficult. And not only that, the drop rates are absolutely crazy. So once you are past 2,500 enrage, drop rates are 1 in 15. That is for any drop. It's not necessarily just for an orb. For an orb, it's 1 in 23. And then for a dormant or a codex, it's 1 in 43. So, you know, it definitely does sort of stack up a little bit more once you get to those. But those drop rates are crazy. Considering the value of them at the moment, a dormant Seren God bow is almost 1 bill. Actually, wait 1 second. I've just done a price check in Discord. 2 have sold for over 1 bill each. A dormant Seren God bow has sold for over 1 bill. So yeah, there's a good reason that Telos is absolutely the best gold in the game. Not only are the drops really expensive, the boss gets ridiculously difficult, but at high enrages, it pays off so much. Of course, it takes a lot of practice to be getting the amount of money that people are getting from this, but it's absolutely worth it. But Telos will probably hold this spot for a long time. We'll have to see what happens with God Wars Dungeon 3. I am very curious to see if there's going to be a boss that sort of dethrones Telos as the best gold in the game. For some reason, I kind of doubt it. I don't see it happening. I just don't know. For a long time, I don't think Telos is going to be dethroned as the king of gold. So, you know what, guys, if you aren't doing Telos at high level PVM and you are absolutely really, really brilliant at PVM and you can do this, then you aren't making anywhere near what you can, because this is absolutely crazy. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this list. Anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. It did kind of get a little bit funny towards the end. I guess the money you can make in this game is absolutely crazy at this point. If you are really, really good at PVM, then you can get into the higher level bosses and put the time in, and holy crap, you can make a absolute fortune. And it sounds like a lot of fun, to be honest. So put your time in, learn PVM if you are interested in making that much money. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's kind of the lesson to take away from this. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, if you did, make sure you leave a like on it. It'll get suggested to others that way. And if you are interested in supporting the channel and getting a few extra perks, then maybe have a look at that little join button next to the subscribe button. See what perks you can get there. See if any of them interest you. And of course, if you are new to the channel, then do subscribe. I'll be making more stuff like this in the near future probably as well. But guys, there's a bit in my Discord channel as well. Link in the description. Once again, this video is full of plugs. But anyway, in there is a video suggestion bit. If you guys have any ideas that you'd like to see done, then drop them in there. I literally scroll through everything in my Discord. I reply everywhere, here, there, and everywhere that I can. So get involved, and you're all absolutely welcome, of course. Anyway, again, thank you all so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. See you later, guys. Bye. I just wanted to say an absolute huge thank you to my current channel members. We currently have Andy V, Griffo Tubes, and Sam. Thank you so much to all 3 of you guys. Really, really appreciate the support, and I hope that you're enjoying your perks. Anyway, if anyone else is interested in seeing what perks they do get from this, just press that join button next to the subscribe button, and you can see what perks you do get.